What's going on, guys? This is me Mehdi Shakil and you are watching SS Tech tutorial. So guys, in today's video I'm going to show you that how you can configure your Ubuntu operating system with a two-factor authentication system. By default, if you try to log into your Ubuntu operating system or run any sudo command, you just need to type the password. But what if I say that you can easily add a 2FA or OTP option for all of this operation on your Ubuntu Linux operating system? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I have to open up my terminal window in my Ubuntu Linux operating system. Then we have to make an update and upgrade of all the current packages. So type here sudo apt-y update. Then press enter, then type your root password, then press enter again. It's gonna update all the latest packages. Then upgrade the packages, type this command sudo apt-y upgrade. Then press enter. Okay, now everything has been upgraded. Now after that you have to add an application called Google Authentication on your Ubuntu Linux operating system. For this, type this command sudo app install libpum-google authenticator. You have to type this command sudo apt install libpum google authenticator, then press enter, then type y and press enter. It's gonna install this Google Authentication application on your Ubuntu Linux operating system. Now after installing the Google Authentication application on your Ubuntu Linux operating system, also install that application on your mobile phone. Click on show apps, search for Play Store and install any authentication application. Here I am going to install Google Authenticator. I had already installed it, so I'm going to click on open. Now get back to your terminal and type here Google Authenticator. Then press enter, then type Y and press enter. It's gonna show you this type of QR code. Let's zoom out a little bit. Then you have to scan this QR code with your Google Authenticator app. And after that, in your mobile phone, you will get a code. You have to enter that code here on your terminal. Let me zoom in a little bit. Here I have to enter the one-time passcode or OTP, whatever I am getting on my mobile phone. So in my case, this is 993117. Then press enter. Then it's gonna give you some emergency code. Copy the code from here and save it on some safe place. Then type Y and press enter. Then again Y and enter. Then again Y and enter. Same here. Okay, so the Google Authenticator OTP option has been successfully added into our Ubuntu Linux machine. Now to make it work, we have to do some little more changes in our Ubuntu Linux machine. So here on your terminal, type this command sudo nano/etc/pum.d/common-auth. Then press enter. It's going to open up this file common auth. Scroll down and here you need to add this line auth required space pum_google_authenticator.so. Then on your keyboard press Ctrl O, enter and Ctrl X. Okay, so guys, we are done with the configuration. Now let's log out from our Ubuntu Linux operating system. Click here, then click on power icon and log out. Now after the logout, let's try to again log in to our Ubuntu Linux machine. Click on my username, type the password whatever you set on your computer, then press enter. And guys, now here you can see it asking for a verification code. Now from your mobile phone you have to enter the verification code. Then press enter. And guys, here you can see we are logged in into our Ubuntu Linux machine using the OTP or Google Authenticator verification code. Now if I open my terminal, and try to execute any root command or sudo command. Type here sudo apt-y update and press enter. It's gonna ask me for my password. Let's enter it, then press enter. And guys, now here you can see it also asking for the verification code. So enter the verification code, then press enter. And guys, after the verification code has been entered, the command execute. So guys, like this you can easily add 2FA OTP passcode for your Ubuntu Linux operating system. Also, if you want to use this OTP system only for login, not for the sudo command, you can also configure it on your Ubuntu Linux machine. Let me show you how to do that. So again, type here sudo nano /etc/pam.d/common auth. Then press enter, scroll down, remove this line from here, then press Ctrl O, enter and Ctrl X. Then again you have to open another file. Type here sudo nano /etc/pam.d/gdm-password. Then press enter. It will open up this configuration page. Scroll down. Then to enable the OTP, again type this auth required space pam_google _authenticator.so. Then press O, enter and Ctrl X. Now close this terminal and open a new terminal. Again run any sudo command. Let's sudo apt-y update and press enter. Type your root password, then press enter. And guys, here you can see this time it doesn't ask the verification key or the verification code or OTP code, but it works on the login and logout option. Let's log out from our computer. Try to log in again. And guys, here you can see it asks for the verification code. Let's enter the code. Press enter. And guys, we are logged in into our Ubuntu Linux machine. So in this way, you can add 2FA or OTP passcode into your Ubuntu Linux machine. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.